Oh, hi. Just texting here. To be honest with you, it's the holiday season and I'm just not in the mood to work out. But I'll put that away for a minute. And really, quite honestly, as we were preparing for the show today, I'm not the only one, I found out. Camera crew, maybe you too. We're all just a bit, we get overwhelmed at this time of year and it's beautiful. There's family, food, fun. That's the point. We want to be thankful at Thanksgiving. But do we have time to work out? I know I don't. I've already told you in my previous episodes I don't like the gym. It's not my thing. It's not my way. I prefer to work out. I don't have a problem with gyms out there. They're all great, but I prefer to do my workout at home. So I want to show you today when you're feeling like me a little bit not in the mood. Life is whatever it is, has some chaos, some problem, and that's the last thing you're thinking about. Well, here's something that I want to show you that you can begin doing. One of my camera crew guys was even doing it a moment ago while he was waiting. Just simple, we would call in ballet, releve. Just a lift up and down, get the blood flowing in your body. You're standing around and you got a lot to do to get ready for company coming, or maybe you're going somewhere, or you're waiting in line, and you just need to get that blood flowing. Do something to get the body moving. It's crazy how just some simple little things like this can get you feeling good again. You don't need to stop and go put on our workout clothes. We can just be in jeans, boots, sweater, whatever. It's sweater weather. Simple releve. So up and down. So we're going to just start with that today while we're thinking about writing our shopping list for what we're taking to our family's house for the holidays or what we're making. All right, up and down. You'll feel that right away in your calves. You can engage whatever muscle you want as you do this. You can actually squeeze the glutes real tight as you go. Grab the quads as well. And find you get even a little bit more. I'm already feeling the warmth in my calves all the way down to my feet. Feels really good. So take a second to do that and then stretch it out. Likewise, grab one foot, pull it up, and what else am I going to be doing on my recipe? Maybe you're in the kitchen looking at something. Maybe you're grabbing a quick bite before you head out to the store. Take a moment to stretch and give your body what it needs. Otherwise, it's going to cry out at you later on. We've got a lot of holiday food coming and going. This is fun. I love it. The body needs some attention and love, so take a moment to stretch. While you do this one of my favorite things about this one is it's not just a quad stretch. Notice I'm grabbing my foot, pulling it up, and my knee's not forward. It's tucked back to the other knee. And then next thing is I get to stretch my shoulder as well. So I'm going to, sometimes you might want to grab onto your nearby chair and hold on to that. But if you can hold onto the counter or find your balance on your own, either way, pull that shoulder back as well. So I'm going to pull that shoulder back. I'm getting a double stretch here. I feel this in my lower back. I'm getting a chance to stretch out both leg and shoulder and lower back here as well. All right, I'm going to go back and do each one again, just real brief. Feels so good. Shoulder pulled back. Take a second to look over my other shoulder. Standing still and taking a moment. A lot of us don't feel like we have time for that. Really? Really? I challenge you. You don't have time to just take a second to breathe and get a little perspective back. Stretch. Whether you're in your living room. I love this room. I would like this to be my living room. Maybe one day it will be. All right, both arms up in the air. Gonna stretch tall and long, and as I do that, I'm going to engage core, pull belly button in, tailbone tucked under, reach up nice and tall. And then I'm just gonna do a nice simple forward stretch, maybe just a little bit down, grab onto my knees, stretching out the back. If you take a moment to stretch in the middle of your day, it doesn't even have to be long. Wow, it brings some just rejuvenated feelings of peace. Try it. All right, Enlighten Me Fitness. Weird fitness today in our regular clothes, not workout clothes, just to show we don't need to go and jump in the car and go to the gym or go anywhere just to get a little rejuvenation. So we're going to just stretch over each side now momentarily and breathe. Sometimes we can stop and think, what am I going to go do this next few days? Do I need to go pick up some of this or that and put the turkey in the oven? You've got a lot on your mind. So now is a good time to just stretch and let those thoughts marinate and just think about that. Or maybe let it go for a moment and stretch and release it. Let go. Whew. It makes everything a little bit easier and more doable. All right, back to those little releves. I'm going to show you a little challenge here. I'm going to put my heels together and my toes out. And the reason for that is I want to work the back of the thighs. Okay, I got my phone back in my pocket. I just forgot I had that there. I could even send a quick text while I'm doing this. I'm going to text my friend Jillian. She'll see this later on. Jillian's going to be doing some intro music for me. And I just wrote, Jillian, it's so great to hear from you. Doing my show right now. I'm just trying to prove a point here. You can be actually doing a little bit of fitness even in your everyday life. You don't have to make a big deal, a big fanfare. Okay, so this is working the back of the thigh here. I'm squeezing the back of my thighs, squeezing my glutes nice and tight. My knees are nice and extended, or not hyperextended, but I have energy shooting down them. All right, up and down. Wow. The blood starts flowing. I start feeling better. I'm getting warm. I was really cold when I came on set today. It was cold, and now I'm feeling warmer. So this is our next thing we're going to do. This is called tendu. While I'm getting so warm, I'm going to go ahead and take the boots off, set them over here on my, out of the way. All right. So I'm going to put my arms out because I'm going to pull my alignment together, spine nice and tall and long. Arms are out, shoulders are pulled down, my shoulder blades sink down into my back. What happens is my rib cage expands, so I'm going to remind myself to then zip the rib cage back in, pull belly button in while the shoulders stay down. I'm going to point to the side. I'm back in. So I'm standing here. I could be slicing carrots at my kitchen counter. I could be stopping to look and see if my living room looks clean. It looks pretty nice right now. All right. This one is great. So the more you give it, the more you get out of it. Really squeeze this standing leg tight and strong. Don't just stand and be like, I don't know what the freak this chick is doing, but stand nice and tall, point that toe out, and foot in, energy out that leg. And now we're going to add a little plie and back up. So this is working inner thigh, quads, feet, core, back, and arms. A very simple motion. You're pointing out with your toe, dropping in a squat, back up and in. About 10, 15 of these on each side will make a difference in your day. Makes a difference in mine. And sometimes I don't feel like doing this, but if I just stop and just do it, even if I don't feel like it, I feel so much better. So, same thing other side. You can do variation on a theme here. You're just pointing your toe out and dropping in that little squat. Here's one thing I want you to think about as you're doing this. A lot of people put one leg out and they really use that hip. So keep your hips level. Imagine a level ruler right across the front of the hip bones. Putting that leg out doesn't mean I pick this up. Just a little fact, if you could just keep that flat and even, you'll be working the muscles more as they're intended to be worked, rather than adding extra tension where you don't need it. And breathe. Couple more. So what are you doing this holiday season? Sometimes it's lots of joy and happiness, and not sometimes, for everybody, there's tough stuff going on. Some of my very closest friends, of course they're grateful. Let's take a moment to stretch the arms here since they've been up so long. Of course we're all grateful. But life just doesn't stop, does it? It won't. It'll keep on going, and that's okay. A really close friend of mine is just adopting or fostering suddenly a newborn baby. How exciting is that? But wow, she's got a house full of guests coming over, and she and her husband are bringing home a little baby today. And the house will be full of people, 30 people in a couple of days. She's got a lot going on. It's all good stuff. Whew, we all have stuff. We have a lot of stuff. When are we going to stop and take a moment to make sure that we're ready to face that stuff? Taking a moment to stretch is more important than most of us really stop and think about. So hopefully this is a good reminder for you. All right, good stretch. All right, back to the tendus I was showing you. So what we're going to do is releve out in this position. So we're going to point one foot out, drop the heel, up on the balls of the feet, back and forth, okay? And again, if you can, you want to work the arms and the chest and the back, have those arms out while you do this. So we're going to do this tendu again and add the releve. So tendu out, drop the heel, releve up, down, point the toe back in. Over and over. Oops. If you forget, that's okay. Back up. So this is working my core for balance. This is working your legs, supporting the calves, supporting your ankles, lower back. It's pretty much whole body, believe it or not. And just a couple more. I do have a couple of guests in line that want to come on the show and join me, and that will probably be happening after the holiday busy season here. But I'm looking forward to that. If you're watching this now and you want to give it a try, email me. Go to enlightenmefitness.com. My link is right there. Enlightenmefitness.com, you'll find the link and info that you need for that. Same thing, other side. My friend Tori will be back on the show again soon, too. Breathing as we go. Inhale and exhale. So important. Right here in your living room, you can get your workout. You don't need to go change. One more. Now let's just do a little balance. So as you're balancing, feel free again to hold on to something. Oh, I'm just going to grab onto the couch here. Hold on for a minute and then get your balance if you can. Find that balance and all those little corrections that I'm doing right now, all this little wobble. This is all stuff where subconscious muscles are kind of coming to life and going, oh, hello. Oh, you do need me? Oh, we're not just going to sit on the couch and chat with family members. Yeah, we will later. But whoa, I'm alive. I'm awake. I'm real. Here I am. I'm Velveteen Rabbit. One eye popping out, but I exist and I'm real. Find that balance. Find those muscles. Wake everything up. Bring it to life. And then standing doesn't feel so hard after you just did that. All right, let's stretch again. This time we're going to do this stretch and take it up a notch since I'm warmed up. If you are too, give it a shot. Grab that foot. Pull the knee back with the other. You can hold on to something for balance for this one. Or if you've got that balance down, reach that other arm up in the air and then forward. You're going to pick that knee up. So you're going to push the knee up in the air and reach back behind you. Oh yeah. If you start to fall, it's okay. Just hold on to the couch. You can pick that up as much as you feel comfortable. Find that balance and hold. It even works in jeans. How about that? And before I fall over, I'll go ahead and come back to the side. So play with that around when you're warm enough. Woo, that feels good. Might need to take my scarf off in a minute. Same thing, other side. Shoulder back, knees aligned. Tummy pulled in. Reach that arm up and forward. Pushing the foot into the hand. And the hand is pulling the foot, I should say. So they're resisting each other. How often do you go to Grandma's house and take time to stretch with Grandma? I do. I remember stretching with my grandma. She was amazing. How even before she passed away at 94, she could still do some amazing things. Proud of you, Grandma. All right, here we go again with another unique little thing we can do just standing right in your living room. a little isolation core. You want to work the core, but you don't have time to get on the floor and do some sit-ups? That's okay. Arms out to the side. I'm going to isolate my rib cage. So I'm going to push my ribs over to one side and then back to the center and again to the other side. Getting a little warm in here, so I'm going to go ahead and take the scarf off. All right. All right, so here we go. Isolate those ribs. Off to one side, back to center, other side, back to center. Keep going and breathe as you do. Inhale, middle. Exhale, reach. Inhale, middle. Exhale, reach. Good. Inhale and exhale. As I'm doing this, I'm pulling in with the belly button, especially on that exhale. Right there, pulling in. Pull it in. One more time. Perfect. So good. You should be feeling all this. The more you engage, you make this workout what you want it to be. If you want it just to be a little bit more relaxing, don't pull in so hard. But if you really want to feel a little core action, pull that belly button and feel it kissing the spine. Okay? All right. Moving forward, we've only got 10 minutes left. Perfect. 10 minutes before company comes. Do we have time for a little quick workout? Oh, yeah, they're not going to be here, so let's get going to the next part. I'm going to set my phone down as well, and I'm going to be doing something that whether or not you want to hold on again, we'll see if I fall over. You may want to hold on to something. Knee up. I'm going to extend the leg out and in. Get a little quad workout without a lot of friends and a lot of people that I know don't want to hurt their knees. So we're going to get a little quad workout without really impacting the knees here. Again, it's the energy that you put into it. So engage that muscle in your quad, engage your glute, and do not lift this hip up like this. This would be incorrect. Keep your hips nice and level. Okay? So we're going to extend that leg out and in. Exhale on the exertion. The hardest part here is when I send that leg forward. Trying to keep everything else as still as I can. Harder than it looks. I'm burning in that quad right now. I'm going to go for 3 more. Exhaling out. And last one. Notice shoulders try to stay down. Oh yeah, that feels good. Same thing, other side. My wonderful husband loves cooking, and sometimes we're in the kitchen waiting for that moment. You're waiting for something to come to that boil, or for the whipped cream to come to that perfect moment, or the meringue, whatever, the egg white. You're making this something, and you're waiting for a moment. You got to stand by the KitchenAid. This is the time to do that kind of thing. You're just waiting, and you may as well make use of your time. And believe it or not, it will relieve stress. Three more. Shoulders down. I want to hike them up because it's getting difficult, and we tend to want to carry it here. But I'm going to make myself pull it together and release. One thing about not being in the mood, I'm going to stretch again, is once you try a little something, it kind of gets you back in the mood, and then everything just seems a little bit easier. So it's worth it to take a little time for you. All right, you ready? We're almost done for the day. I want to take this into a place where you might feel a little bit weird, but who cares? All right, so we're going to get to that balance again, and we're going to take a nice little squat while on the balance. So if you don't need to hold on to something, find that spot where you've got the hold, and we're going to do a nice little squat, and we're going to hold this, and in our squat, we're going to have our heels go up and down. So just in the squat, holding your balance, up and down. You can do this parallel as well if you want. But especially for us ladies, it's really hard to reach the back of the thigh region, and we really want to reach that muscle. childbearing hips, it's normal for us to carry a little more fat than the guys there, and that's okay. What we want to do is really tone that area up. Very hard to reach, and some of the equipment people try using at the gym, it ends up forming a shape that's not really natural, or it may build bulk, and we definitely don't want bulk. So this is a great one for that. You can exhale on the exertion, which is right here. Inhale down. And keeping my balance. I'm getting real tired in this. It's real easy to get tired quick. And again, taking a break. I'm going to go ahead and do a forward fold just to get the blood to the top of my head. Nice big reach. Swan dive forward all the way down. And let my head just hang. A little blood to the head is good. A little energy. Allow yourself to take a moment even to meditate and allow your thoughts just to kind of be wherever, and it's okay. Feels so good on the lower back. The biggest thing of all, my friends, is notice I'm staying here. I know I'm on recorded TV, and the temptation is to move, 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 go, go, go. Why am I staying here? Because 30 seconds is the minimal amount of time needed to bring change, and I want change. I want to feel better. I want to take a moment to stretch and be my best me. A couple more deep breaths here. Take it to that point as far as you can and find those hamstrings starting to release. Let go. Let go of the negative, let go of the tight, let go of the unnecessary. And let's bring on the positive. What do we got, my cameraman? Are we almost near the end today? Because I got some things to do. Yeah, we still have some time. Cool. I have a lot on my list. I don't know about you. Let's see. What can we do before we go today? We could do some more of these, I suppose. Oh, yes. Yes, I do have that one. Okay. So we're going to do a really great little scissor switch, standing. You don't have to be on the floor for the scissor switch either. This is core. Every time I come in and squeeze, I'm going to flex foot. So it's opposite of the other motion that we did. We're going to squeeze in and hold, squeeze in and hold. Perfect. And then we can go sit on the couch and sit by the fire. Maybe watch a movie. Oh, that sounds nice right now. Couple more of these. First I do my work, then I get a reward. Same thing, other side. Scissor switch we do often laying on the floor in Pilates. Doing it standing now. And one other thing I remind you, watch that hip, don't let it raise. So here's the hip level. And notice I'm not picking up the leg with the hip, but I'm keeping them level and down. Squeezing with the inner thigh, making the leg here and the leg there extend and do its work, not engaging the back. Does that make sense? Perfect. Almost there, a couple more. I am so warm. I can't believe I was cold when I came in here today. One arm down. We're going to just do a few stretches before we close. Breathe, stretch. Allow peace to fill your mind. There's a lot going on in here, and yet if we take a moment to just get some perspective, the more we're not in the mood, then the more we need to be doing this. So if you really feel like, I do not have time for this, warning sign, because I'm talking to me, that's when I need it the most. Let that chin and the top of your head just drop towards your ear. I guess I'm not dropping my chin, I'm dropping my ear. And let the tension on this side just melt. Shoot energy out those fingertips. You'll feel even more stretch. And same thing other side. Whew. Inhale, exhale, and drop the chin to the ear. Feels so good. Whatever you're doing with your season, or maybe you don't have a lot to do, and that's great. Whether you do have a lot or whether you only have a little, this is the perfect way to just take a moment for you. Because we always need that. You're your most important asset. And if we're running around, we become edgy and we end up stressing out and taking it out on people we don't mean to and people we love. So take care of yourself. If you're not in the mood, then, well, here's a way to kind of get in the mood and spread that mood around to everyone around you so we can all have not only a beautiful holiday season, but beautiful lives together on this planet and be full of love and peace. And I send you holiday wishes for the very best Thanksgiving and upcoming Christmas. From Enlighten Me Fitness to you, happy holidays, and I will talk to you and see you back in the studio soon.